What's up, everyone? So here's a question that's going to blow your mind. Would you rather have a brand new consumer laptop that feels like it's held together with hopes and dreams, or a battle-tested enterprise-grade machine that was built to survive the corporate apocalypse? For less money? Yeah, I thought so. Today, we're talking about the laptop buying secret that Kenyan tech enthusiasts have been quietly exploiting for years. And before you click away thinking refurbished equals broken, stop. Just stop. Because by the end of this video, you're going to realize you've been throwing your money away on shiny plastic when you could have been getting absolute tanks of laptops. I'm talking ThinkPads. I'm talking EliteBooks. I'm talking Dell Latitudes that laugh in the face of accidental drops. Let's get into it. The harsh truth. Okay, story time. Picture this. You walk into a computer shop in Nairobi with 25,000 shillings burning a hole in your pocket. You're ready to buy your first laptop. Maybe for university, maybe for that side hustle you're about to start. The salesperson shows you two options. Option A, a brand spanking new consumer laptop. It's got that new laptop smell. The screen is shiny. The keyboard feels, okay, it feels like typing on a cafeteria tray, but it's new. Specs? Intel Pentium or maybe Celeron if you're lucky, 4 gigs of RAM, and 128 gigs of eMMC storage that's slower than a matatu in traffic. Option B, a refurbished Lenovo ThinkPad T470S. It's from 2017, sure, but it's got an i5 7th Gen, 8 gigs of RAM, a 256 gigabytes SSD, and a keyboard so good that professional writers literally refuse to use anything else. Price? 21,500 shillings. Now here's the thing that nobody tells you. That new laptop? It was built to a price point. It was designed in a boardroom where someone said, make it cheap enough that people buy it, but expensive enough that they need to replace it in 2 years. That ThinkPad? That was built to survive Karen from accounting spilling her coffee on it for the 3rd time this month. It was built to be thrown in a backpack and dragged through airports. It was built to last 5 years in a corporate environment where downtime costs money. And that's the secret sauce nobody's talking about. Let's talk numbers, because math doesn't lie. Pull up a chair, because we're about to do some damage with actual data from the Kenyan market right now, February 2026. Let's say you've got 25,000 bob to spend. Here's what you can get new versus what you can get refurbished. New laptop territory. You're looking at entry-level machines. We're talking 4 gigabytes RAM, which in 2026 is like bringing a butter knife to a gunfight. You're getting 128 gigabytes of storage, and let me tell you, Windows alone will eat 20 gigabytes of that. Got some photos? Some music? Congratulations, you're out of space. Build quality? Plastic. All plastic. The hinges will start creaking in 6 months. The trackpad feels like you're sliding your finger across a kitchen countertop. Refurbished business laptop territory. For that same 25,000, you can get a Dell Latitude 7280 with an i5 7th Gen, 8 gigabytes RAM, 256 gigabytes SSD. That's at 21,000 shillings. Or a Lenovo ThinkPad T470S with literally the same specs at 21,500. Both of these machines have metal chassis, military-grade durability testing, keyboards that don't feel like punishment. And here's the kicker. That SSD, it's going to boot Windows in 10 seconds. Your brand new eMMC laptop? 45 seconds if you're lucky. But wait, let's go deeper. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool, but these are old laptops. What about performance? What about longevity? Excellent question. Let's break this down with some real talk. A 7th Gen Intel i5 from 2017 versus a brand new Intel Celeron or Pentium from 2024. It's not even close. The i5 destroys it. We're talking 40 to 50% better multi-core performance, better single-core performance, better integrated graphics, better everything. And before you say, but it's from 2017. Let me tell you something about business laptops. These machines were over-engineered for their time. A ThinkPad from 2017 was designed to run enterprise software, virtual machines, multiple monitors, video calls, the works. Your brand new budget laptop was designed to run Chrome. And even then, it struggles. The build quality conspiracy. Here's something that's going to make you angry. Consumer laptops and business laptops are not the same species of device. Let me paint you a picture. Consumer laptop development meeting. How cheap can we make this? Will it survive 12 months? Good enough. Ship it. Business laptop development meeting. It needs to pass MIL-STD 810G testing. The keyboard needs to survive 5 million keystrokes. The hinges need to last 50,000 open-close cycles. Add a spill-proof keyboard because humans are basically disasters. Triple-check the cooling because we can't have these failing during client presentations. That's the difference. Business laptops have to meet standards. They have to pass tests. Because when a laptop fails in a corporate environment, it costs the company money. When your consumer laptop fails, tough luck, buy another one. Real Kenya market comparison. Let me show you something wild from the actual Kenyan market right now. For 28,500 shillings, you could buy a brand new entry-level laptop with basic specs. Or, you could get a Lenovo X1 Yoga with an i7 8th Gen, 8GB RAM, 256GB SSD, a 360-degree touchscreen, and a chassis so premium it makes MacBooks jealous. Let that sink in. An X1 Yoga. That's Lenovo's flagship business convertible. When it was new, this thing cost over 150,000 shillings. For the price of a mediocre new laptop, you're getting Lenovo's absolute best engineering from just a few years ago. Or check this out, HP EliteBook 830G7 with a 10th Gen i5, touchscreen, enterprise-grade security features including a fingerprint reader and TPM chip. Price? 35,500 shillings. Show me a new laptop at that price with a 10th Gen i5 and a touchscreen. I'll wait. The upgrade path nobody mentions. Here's where it gets really interesting. Most business laptops are actually upgradable. I know, crazy concept in 2026, right? That ThinkPad T470S? You can pop open the bottom panel with a screwdriver and upgrade the RAM. Swap the SSD for a bigger one. Replace the battery. Replace the keyboard if you want. That new consumer laptop? Everything's soldered. RAM soldered. Storage soldered. Battery? Good luck accessing it without voiding 17 warranties and accidentally summoning a demon. So you buy that business laptop at 21,500 shillings, use it for a year, then throw in another 8 gigs of RAM for 3,000 shillings and a 512 gigabytes SSD for 5,000 shillings. Total investment? 29,500 shillings. And now you've got a machine that will smoke any new laptop at that price point. Battery myth. But the battery will be dead. Yeah, I can hear you typing that comment already. Here's the reality. Yes, these laptops are refurbished. Yes, the battery won't be factory fresh. But here's what actually happens. Most refurbishers either replace the battery or clearly state its health. And even if you get one with 70% battery health, you're still getting 4 to 5 hours of use. That brand new laptop with its fresh battery? On a Celeron processor doing basic tasks? You're getting maybe 6 to 7 hours. Is 2 hours of extra battery life worth sacrificing everything else? The performance? The build quality? The upgradeability? The keyboard that doesn't make you want to cry? And here's the kicker, replacement batteries for ThinkPads and EliteBooks are readily available in Nairobi. 4,000 to 6,000 shillings gets you a brand new third-party battery. Try finding a replacement battery for your obscure consumer laptop brand. The premium tier, because why not? Now let's talk about what happens when you have a bit more budget. 45,000 shillings in the new laptop market gets you, honestly, still pretty mediocre specs. Maybe an i3 if you're lucky. 8 gigabytes RAM. Still mostly plastic. But in the refurbished business laptop world? HP Dragonfly for 46,500 shillings. This is HP's ultra-premium business laptop. We're talking magnesium chassis, weighs less than a kilogram, 16 gigabytes RAM, 512 gigabytes SSD, i5 8th Gen. When this was new, it cost over 200,000 shillings. Or a Lenovo X1 Carbon 10th Gen at 46,500. The laptop that business executives and tech reviewers literally fought over. Best-in-class keyboard. Carbon fiber and magnesium construction. Thunderbolt ports. For the price of a mid-range new laptop, You're getting what was literally the best business ultra-portable money could buy just a few years ago. Environmental angle. Quick sidebar. Can we talk about the planet for a second? Every new laptop requires mining rare earth metals, manufacturing, shipping across oceans, packaging, the whole 9 yards. A refurbished laptop already exists. You're literally preventing it from becoming e-waste. You're extending its life cycle. You're being a responsible consumer. Plus you're getting a better laptop. So you're helping the environment and your wallet. Win-win. What to actually look for? Alright, so you're convinced. You want to join the refurbished business laptop master race. What do you actually look for? First, stick to the big three: Lenovo ThinkPad, HP EliteBook/ProBook, Dell Latitude/Precision. These are the holy trinity of business laptops. Parts are available, build quality is proven, and they're everywhere in the Kenyan market. Second, generation matters, but not as much as you think. A 6th Gen i5 from 2016? Still perfectly usable in 2026 for 90% of tasks. 7th or 8th Gen? You're golden. Third, RAM and storage are more important than processor generation. An i5 6th Gen with 16GB RAM will feel faster for everyday use than an i7 9th Gen with 4GB RAM. Trust me on this. Fourth, check the screen. Business laptops often have better screens than consumer laptops anyway, but make sure there are no dead pixels or major scratches. Fifth, the keyboard. Type on it. If it feels mushy or if keys stick, walk away. One of the main benefits of business laptops is the keyboard quality. Sixth, ports. Business laptops have all the ports. USB-A, HDMI, Ethernet, sometimes even VGA for those legacy projectors. Make sure everything works. Price brackets. Let me break down what you should target at different price points in the Kenyan market. 15,000 to 20,000 shillings. ThinkPad T440S or EliteBook 840G1. These are the workhorses. i5 4th or 5th Gen, 8GB RAM, 256GB storage. Perfect for students, basic office work, web browsing. They'll outlast any new laptop in this price range. 20,000 to 30,000 shillings. This is the sweet spot. T470S, Latitude 7280, EliteBook 830G5. We're talking i5 7th or 8th Gen, 8 to 16GB RAM, proper SSDs. These will handle everything: programming, light photo editing, multiple Chrome tabs without crying. 30,000 to 50,000 shillings. Now we're cooking. X1 Carbon, EliteBook 1030, Dell XPS 13. Premium build quality, ultra portable, powerful enough for serious work. These are the laptops that make your friends jealous. 50,000 and above. You're entering workstation territory. HP ZBook, Dell Precision, Lenovo P-Series. These have dedicated graphics cards for video editing, 3D rendering, CAD work. Or grab a newer generation X1 Carbon if you want the ultimate business ultra-portable. Common objections. Let me address the elephant in the room. I want something new because warranty and peace of mind. Okay, fair. But let's be real about that warranty. That 1-year warranty on your new laptop? It doesn't cover accidental damage. Drop it? Spill water on it? Your fault. No coverage. And good luck actually claiming warranty in Kenya. You'll spend weeks dealing with customer service, shipping it somewhere, waiting for repairs. Meanwhile, your refurbished ThinkPad? It was literally designed to survive office disasters. Spill-proof keyboard. Reinforced hinges. Metal chassis. It doesn't need a warranty because it's built like a tank. Plus, most reputable refurbishers in Kenya give you at least a 30-day warranty anyway. And the savings you make? Keep 5,000 shillings aside as your own repair fund. Chances are you'll never need it. The performance reality check. Let's get technical for a second, because I know some of you are specification nerds like me. Intel's tick-tock development cycle means the performance gains between generations aren't massive. A 6th Gen i5 to an 8th Gen i5? About 25 to 30% improvement. Noticeable? Sure. Worth paying double? Absolutely not. But a 6th Gen i5 to a brand new Celeron N4020? The i5 is literally 150% faster. It's not even a competition. And here's something wild. Most business laptops from 2016 onwards have NVMe SSD support. Throw in a modern NVMe drive, and these machines fly. Boot times under 10 seconds. Apps launching instantly. File transfers at ridiculous speeds. Future-proofing argument. But won't it become obsolete faster? Here's the thing about business laptops. They were over-spec'd for their time. A ThinkPad from 2017 was designed to run Windows 10 Pro, Microsoft Office, multiple virtual machines, video conferencing, and enterprise applications simultaneously. What are you actually doing in 2026? Chrome, YouTube, maybe some light office work, Netflix? That 2017 business laptop is more than enough. And it'll continue being more than enough for years to come. Meanwhile, that new budget laptop with 4 GB RAM? It's already struggling. In 2 years? Forget about it. Real cost of ownership. Let's do some real math over a 5-year period. Scenario A: new budget laptop. Initial cost, 25,000 shillings. Performance degrades heavily after 2 years. Likely needs replacement at year 3, another 25,000 shillings. Total, 50,000 shillings over 5 years. Scenario B: refurbished business laptop. Initial cost, 21,500 shillings. ThinkPad T470S. RAM upgrade year 2, 3,000 shillings. SSD upgrade year 3, 5,000 shillings. Battery replacement year 4, 5,000 shillings. Total, 34,500 shillings over 5 years. You save 15,500 shillings and have a better laptop the entire time. Plus, that upgraded business laptop could probably go another 2 to 3 years easy. Kenyan market advantage. Here's something unique about Kenya. We have an amazing refurbished business laptop market. Seriously, Nairobi is like a goldmine for these things if you know where to look. Because when corporations in Europe and America upgrade their fleet every 3 to 4 years, those perfectly good laptops flood the international refurbished market. And Kenya's importers bring them in by the container load. You've got shops in town, online marketplaces, dealers who specialize in this stuff. Competition is fierce, which means prices are competitive and quality has to be good or dealers don't survive. Compare this to trying to buy a new laptop in Kenya. Limited selection. High prices because of import duties and taxes. And you're stuck with whatever models the manufacturers decided to ship here. What you're really paying for. When you buy a new laptop, here's what you're actually paying for. 30% actual components. 20% marketing and brand awareness. 15% retail markup. 15% import duties and taxes. 10% packaging and shipping. 10% profit margins. When you buy a refurbished business laptop, 70% you're paying for the actual hardware. 20% refurbishment costs and testing. 10% dealer profit margin. See the difference? You're getting so much more value for your money. Keyboard superiority. I need a whole section just for keyboards because this is important. ThinkPad keyboards are legendary. They're so good that people literally buy ThinkPads just for the keyboard and don't care about anything else. The key travel, the tactile feedback, the layout, it's perfection. HP EliteBook keyboards? Also fantastic. Properly sculpted keys, good spacing, backlit options. Dell Latitude keyboards? Solid, reliable, comfortable for all-day typing. Budget consumer laptop keyboards? Imagine typing on a sheet of plywood. That's the experience. Mushy keys. Shallow travel. Flexing keyboard deck. It's torture. If you're a student taking notes, a writer, a programmer, someone who actually uses their laptop for typing, a business laptop keyboard will change your life. Professional credibility factor. Let's talk about something nobody mentions. How your laptop looks matters. You show up to a client meeting with a beat-up consumer laptop covered in stickers, wobbling on broken hinges? You look unprofessional. You show up with a clean ThinkPad X1 Carbon or an HP EliteBook. You look like you mean business. These laptops scream professional. They're understated, elegant, serious. That matters when you're freelancing, consulting, running a business, or even in job interviews. First impressions count. Look, here's the bottom line. The laptop industry has conditioned us to think new equals better. But in the case of business laptops versus consumer laptops, that's just not true. A 3-year-old business laptop will destroy a brand new budget laptop in every category that matters. Build quality, performance, reliability, keyboard, screen, ports, upgradeability, longevity. And you'll pay less for it. The only thing you're sacrificing is that new laptop smell. And honestly, who cares? So if you're in Kenya right now looking to buy a laptop, do yourself a favor, skip the shiny new consumer laptops. Head to a reputable refurbished dealer. Pick up a ThinkPad, an EliteBook, or a Latitude. Your wallet will thank you. Your productivity will thank you. And 3 years from now, when your laptop is still running strong while your friend's new laptop is falling apart, you'll thank me. If this video helped you see the light on refurbished business laptops, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want more no-nonsense tech advice for the Kenyan market. Drop a comment telling me which business laptop you're eyeing. I read every single one. And remember, in the battle between a tank and a shiny plastic toy, always choose the tank. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.